A freaking grind right now, man. And whether it's repeating or not, this is the same as our first year here.
Anticipation growing for Buckeye Nation with kickoff less than a month away. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ellie Merritt. Candace has the night off. It is OSU Media Day. We get to hear from the team as they prepare to defend their national title. NBC4's Matt Barnes was there. He joins us now with the highlights. A big day, Matt.
Great day, yeah. You always get a lot of great tidbits from Media Day, and this year was no different as we learned quite a bit from both Urban Meyer and his players about the first week of camp. But we also got to see the guys have a little bit of fun on a rare day off during the fall camp. The day began with a 20-minute long press conference with Urban Meyer with nearly 100 media members on hand to hear the coach's thoughts. Then it was to the indoor field where players were waiting for our questions. But when they were not taking questions, they were hanging out with family like Darren Lee with his proud mama Candace, or pranking some of their own while they were in some interviews. Among the big topics of the day, the ongoing quarterback competition going on between Cardell Jones and JT Barrett. Meyer is saying he will sit down with coaches today to talk about the first week of camp for both and look over some stats. But as of today, no decision is being made, and that's fine with him and the players.
It is what it is. I think they're both right there, and you probably wouldn't expect me to say anything different, but that's what it is. They're both working their tails off, and it's one of the most refreshing competitions I've ever witnessed.
Honestly, it really doesn't matter who's going to be the quarterback. Both of them, whatever they're asked to do, they're going to do it, and they're going to do it really well. So, whoever that guy's going to be to step up, we got full confidence in them.
And, of course, another big topic was Braxton Miller and his move to wide receiver. And for the first time, we got to talk to Braxton about that. We'll have that for you coming up later in sports. Ellie?
All right. Big weekend for the Buckeyes. They are in action, and it was Media Day, which, Matt, that explains why I am here. Candace had to be there, right?
She was a wee bit busy with Darren. Yeah, it's always a bit of fun. It's always a bit of fun and games when OSU Media Day rolls around, but that's because it's about the only fun these guys get to have during fall camp. It's about to get really not fun for the Buckeyes soon with 8 practices in just the next 5 days. It's all a part of Urban Meyer's strategy of breaking this team down physically and mentally, hoping they then turn to each other to build themselves up. Coming off a national championship, all fans want to think about is repeating, but Urban Meyer thinks the opposite, instead wanting the team to stay in their bubble, thinking just about the guys sharing the blood, sweat, and tears with every day.
We don't have team goals per se. We want to compete for a championship in November, but okay. We want to be 9 strong, and that's pounded in all through this facility is 9 strong, 9 strong, and we don't want them focused on anything other than their unit.
Now, one of the main attractions at Media Day was Braxton Miller, to the surprise of nobody. Braxton talked to the media about his first full week at wide receiver and mentioned the biggest change so far has just been the amount of running he's had to do, nearly 5 times as much than when he was at quarterback. He battled through some muscle stiffness early on, but he said he had his best practice yesterday. He mentioned numerous times how much fun he is having learning a new position and getting the ball in space. And if you think he's just going to play wide receiver, think again.
Plus, I'm going to be in the backfield, too. I was in the backfield a couple times. I was with Cardell. I was with JT yesterday, actually, during the scrimmage in the backfield, running running back a little bit. Then I went to wide out when Zeke came in. It's just fun, man. It's like playing a video game for you. Just put anybody anywhere.
Sounds like fun. And while Braxton is a wily veteran learning a new position, there are plenty of guys on the team who are just learning what it's like to be a college football player. Today we had our first chance to talk with the newcomers, the freshmen, all but 2, hoping to get their dreaded black stripe off their helmet in the days and weeks ahead. For all of them, this week has been a real challenge, but one they are enjoying taking on.
Yeah, well, I'm not a full-on Buckeye yet. I don't have my black stripe off yet, but it was tough hanging in there. Still learning the offense. Getting the hang of things.
Just nonstop. You just, like right now during camp, to wake up 6 in the morning, don't get back till 9 at night. So it's rough.
And as the night goes on, we will be posting all kinds of interviews from today on our website. Just go to NBC4i.com, go to sports, and then find Buckeyes and, of course, our Buckeye Nation Facebook page.